President Zelenskyy, the most heroic European leader of the 21st century, went to the White House today surrounded by 7 other European leaders, including 5 European heads of state, to prevent Donald Trump from doing something crazy. That was the whole purpose of their trip. And once again, President Zelenskyy and the European leaders succeeded. Donald Trump did nothing crazy today about Ukraine, and only today. We don't know what happens tomorrow. But that is what a successful day looks like now in a White House, which used to be occupied by presidents who tried to prevent Russian dictators from doing something crazy.
Donald Trump is once again at the center of global controversy. While President Zelenskyy and European leaders gathered at the White House to stop Putin's war machine, Trump turned the spotlight on himself and away from his deep ties to Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Tonight, let's break it down.
Donald Trump's long friendship with child rapist Jeffrey Epstein and his criminal co-conspirator, who also physically abused children with Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, who is also a friend of Donald Trump's and currently serving a 20-year sentence for sex trafficking, a sentence that Donald Trump made much easier by recently transferring her to the most lenient federal facility for women prisoners, which one former Bureau of Prison officials called a country club. That country club is in Texas, close to Ghislaine Maxwell's family, and is an upgrade in every way she could hope from the more serious prison where she was doing hard time or harder time in Florida.
So let's get this straight. Success in the Trump White House is now defined as him not doing something insane for 24 hours. But behind the scenes, Trump is still shielding Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, giving her a cushy prison transfer, a country club, while her victims remain scarred for life.
Look, the war is going to end. When it ends, I can't tell you, but the war is going to end, and this gentleman wants it to end, and Vladimir Putin wants it to end. I think the whole world is tired of it, and we're going to get it ended.
Vladimir Putin has never said he wants it to end. Today, when Donald Trump said Vladimir Putin wants it to end, Vladimir Putin fired missiles into Ukraine, killing 14 people and injuring dozens more people, including 2 children, in a residential building in Kharkiv.
And while Trump tries to distract the world with his so-called diplomacy, the reality is clear. Putin keeps bombing Ukrainian cities. Children are dying. Families are shattered. And Trump, he says Putin wants the war to end. Really?
The whole world was tired of World War II, but it did not end by trying to make a Trump-like deal with Adolf Hitler, who started World War II. President Roosevelt never said to Adolf Hitler, "Here's how much of France you can keep if you just stop the war that you started." But that is how Donald Trump thinks this war should end.
Except while Trump was saying that, Putin was literally launching missiles into Ukraine. 14 people dead, dozens injured, including children. That's not a peace partner, that's a war criminal. But Trump keeps speaking like Putin's spokesperson.
Donald Trump said, "I know exactly what I'm doing, and I don't need the advice of people who have been working on all of these conflicts for years and were never able to do a thing to stop them. They are stupid people with no common sense, intelligence, or understanding." When you're the stupid person in the room, you feel it. You know it.
This is bigger than politics. Trump isn't negotiating peace. He's running a PR stunt to cover up Epstein, Maxwell, and his own failures. Meanwhile, Zelenskyy is begging the world for real support, not fake deals that reward Putin. The question is, how much longer will America and Europe tolerate this circus?